The Bully is a cozy Austin original bar and grill that feels like home. Boulevard Bar and Grill, nestled into this Northwest Hills strip mall, recently celebrated 2 decades. The drink prices are like going back to 2004. It's where familiar faces gather and everyone knows your name. The Bully family are also friends of the stories inside the Man Cave podcast. Boulevard Bar and Grill on Far West Boulevard in Northwest Austin.
You don't want to live in fourth down. I think I got to execute better. We got to execute better on first, second, third down. Stay out of those positions. Once we get fourth down, got to get it.
Next couple weeks. Getting into a rhythm today.
Yeah, I got to play better. It's not good enough, as y'all can see. I got to play better for us to. Maybe it slides against UTEP, but it's not going to win us games against SEC. I got to play better.
Stevie Lee, we talked about it in the best three-way convo ever. Everyone's talking about it. You hate to see this, and I don't have the soundbite for today's show, but Coach Sarkisian talked about, and I have no idea why my shades are on. We're indoors. We talked about how adversity, and you've looked at a guy who's in his third year in the program, first year to be the full-time starter. I mean, Colt went through this in his career. And Vince went through this. But for you, because we're going to just dive deep, and Mike Adams will talk about it. This is I think this is a turning point week, or am I being overly dramatic?
It has to be a turning point week. We can't offensively play this bad and continue to have our goals in front of us, right? Our goals is to win a national championship and win the SEC. Well, it's not looking that way right now. So it has to change this week, man. It has to. The receivers got to get on the right page. Arch got to get on the right page, and probably getting on the same page as the coaches as well. So it's going to be all hands on deck to try to fix this week, and then get ready to go into Florida.
That's right, and they'll have a week off because they're playing Sam Houston. And I'll say this for everybody: this week is not about who Texas is facing. This is about riding that ship offensively and looking in the mirror and figuring out what that is. So before we go the official open of this show, we got to give a shout out to all of our sponsors, but mainly for this, Hargrove Roofing, our friends from Shreveport, Louisiana, huge supporters of Texas Longhorn athletics, and they do great business here in the Austin area and across Texas, and they're quite fond of these Stevie Lee, and it's not because of what he likes to say on this cue.
Hargrove Roofing, know who's on your roof.
God, and it's beautiful. It's always good to know if someone's on your roof. Stevie, we are 21 episodes away from having a 500th episode party. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, baby. All right, in case you were not aware, there's my official Twitter handle. I'm Sean Clinch, and that is Stevie Lee. He is a large human with a big heart, and he's a positive guy, and it's been well documented. But he's been known to be objective, and he has to because his heart is with a certain program because he played defensive tackle during the glory years under Mack Brown. And so Sarkisian and this group, there's no such thing as cruise control anymore. The portal. The transfer portal, that is, NIL, revenue sharing. Everyone's got great players. Even Sam Houston has great players. And we've come to a point where it's going to be interesting to see what this chapter of this season has in store for the fan base, has in store for the country. I've got friends from Oklahoma texting me with, hey, I wonder if Jackson Arnold's going to throw as many interceptions for Auburn against OU as Arch Manning has already. But that comes with the territory. Hey, be sure to follow us on each of our social media platforms, and including YouTube. You can subscribe to it for free. Best bargain in Travis County. And before we move forward, I got to, a shout out for all of your game, pregame, postgame, any events, any type of beverage you want. Here's your answer. Where everyone's a guest, not a customer, Dave Ramirez treats you right at Northwest Hills Liquor. And he's quite knowledgeable of all of the beverages you're looking for, and it's conveniently located. Hey, Stevie, I just want to share a story with everybody. I'd sold my tickets because I didn't think I was going to be able to go to the Texas game against UTEP this past Saturday. And, well, Stevie, being the good guy that he is, he says, I can't go either. And would you like my tickets? And I thought about it. And I was like, well, I sold mine. I'm not going. Then he reminded me where it was, where his seats are. They're quite better than mine. And a friend of mine who I've been friends with for a long time, well, she and I had asked her, called her up, said, hey, you want to go? Of course, she said yes, and she's a Sooner-loving person. Yeah, and so she put down Boomer Sooner and held her horns high, but she brought in a transparent bag that had the OU logo on it. And so, but we made it. Thank you, Stevie. Loved it. Amazing people, great energy over there in your section 31. But I wanted to share this story, not without drama. We were in a car accident before we made it to DKR. Our Uber driver made the ridiculous decision to enter the toll lane illegally, just south of Mopac and 183. Tried to dodge the pylons to enter the toll lane. 3 seconds later, as you would imagine, another car rear-ended us, going 60-plus miles an hour. If we were not straight on, going with some momentum at 30, 40 miles an hour, it would have been a lot worse, or if we were hit at an angle. Shout out to the Austin Fire Department. Shout out to the Austin Police Department. No EMS, no injuries. Everyone's okay. Just a lot of vehicular damage. And shout out to the Austin Police Department, to Officer Clancy. He gave us a ride in the back of his cruiser to DKR. There he is. We got to ride in the back of the car. Hopefully we never get to ride him on the back of the car against our will.
Did he turn the lights on?
No, but that would have been a hell of a grand entry.
I'd have slipped him 100 to turn the lights on, man.
Oh, my God. We got some looks as we approached. But we got there. It was a beautiful, sunny Austin Chamber of Commerce day. DKR was rocking for a day game. 27-10. I think we all thought it'd probably be in the range of 45 to 50 to 10. But, Stevie, give me your take on what you think is the barometer of the Texas fan base right now about this team.
Oh, the Texas fan base is baffled of how we got this so wrong. I got 2 phone calls from 2 different ex-teammates or old teammates this morning trying to figure it out. I got 2 more phone calls from different fans that are friends of mine trying to figure this out. They're asking me for answers. I don't know, people. I don't entirely know. But the fan base around town, it's pretty gloom right now. Yeah. We thought that we would be much further along. The product that we put on the field last year with Arch was much further along. I don't know what's happening right now. I personally think, if you want to know, it may be some toxicity on the team right now that may need to be rooted out, So, yeah, we got the talent. We got the playbook. We got all the tools we need to talk about our camaraderie or teamwork that I mean, it's a team sport. And if a couple of guys are off and are bickering with each other, that could show on the field. And that may be what's happening right now. That's my guess. I don't know. That's what I'm guessing.
Well, I know some guy can give us a good feedback. A former Longhorn like you has his own segment on the pass rush for Stevie Lee and the 83 greatness. Let's bring him in. Mike Adams.
There he is.
Going?
Happy Monday to you, brother.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Big
Man,
Stevie, what's going on?
Doing well, man. Doing well. Can't wait to hear your take on what's happening this week or what happened last week.
Mike, I got to look at this. I saw in this game, and I know the Playmaker83 has a lot to say. You give tremendous amount of good knowledge and feedback. The fan base is not happy right now. That defense is tremendous. We know that. Everybody in the country knows that. But I saw receivers running into each other, running routes into each other. I saw Arch continuing to press, and it seems like maybe this is all mental. But after seeing what we saw against UTEP, what's your intuition tell you now?
So, witnessing it in person like you guys did, and I hate saying this, man, because I as a former player, I'm pretty sure Stevie can relate. It just kind of pains you to be critical.
It does.
But I just didn't see a lot of synergy like you guys are talking about. I mean, I saw some of those things that you witnessed, receivers and each other's occupying each other's spaces, and again, Arch looked a little bit out of sync. I thought against UTEP, I think the spread was like 40. I thought we would cover that spread. I totally surprised at the score. How tight it was at halftime, and we had a few mishaps on fourth down and, a few overthrown balls. And, yeah, man, we just look out of sync altogether. I mean, shout out to the defense for sure, keeping us above board. And, God forbid they have a bad day. I mean, it could get ugly for us. But they've been, very staunch like we thought they would be during the year. And they're still kind of growing and coming to their own. But they're holding it down, man. But on offense, we look I don't want to use the word abysmal, but we look that way. And, man, and I went back and looked at the replay and saw that, CJ Baxter kind of got hurt on his first carry. And that's one thing we had talked about in the previous episode, kind of bringing him along slow and not kind of wearing him down so early coming off that knee injury, man. And I hope he's okay. Hate to see that after he's worked hard to get back. But I don't know, man. We just look out of order. And, hopefully with the bye week coming up here pretty soon, or coming up this week, I believe, we need to really get back to the basics, man, and just, work on, even a game plan standpoint, man. Let's come out and maybe not do some play action, run action type stuff, but let's come out and everybody run all hitch. Something very simplistic, very simple to get Arch in the groove. I think that's important, man. That's one thing I always learn from, playing for the guys that I played for and John McAfee, who worked under great Tom Landry, another great Longhorn man. Man, he always wanted to get the quarterback an easy completion to start out in that first drive instead of, maybe something that was, down the field that took a little bit longer to develop. And, a lot of things can go wrong when you look at plays that take some time to develop. But coming out, getting the ball out of your hand quick, hitting the guy on a quick slant or a quick hitch, all it takes is that one completion, man, and you just get into a groove, and now you can build some confidence. I just haven't really seen us do that in any game this year.
Stevie, we were talking before this, and we were talking about asking Mike about this. When we talk about fundamentals, is there anything that maybe from a player's perspective, Stevie, that maybe that you and Mike could better allude to as far as the fundamentals on this offense that may be missing?
Mike can talk about it a little bit more because I didn't play receiver, but
I would love to see it though.
but it looks like to me some of the receivers are not finishing routes and not crisp cutting up routes and making cuts. They're just rounding their routes out. Are you seeing that, Mike?
Man, to be fair, because it's hard to really tell what type of offense we're running. I'm before I can really make judgment on that, I mean, I don't know if it's as clear cut in terms of route tree type of things, exactly what we're doing. But if you're seeing it, I definitely trust your opinion. I mean, because I don't care what type of offense you're running. I mean, receivers shouldn't be rounding routes and cutting routes short and not finishing routes. And there's some leeway in terms of how to stem guys and get open, and sometimes you can make those abbreviations when you're maybe rounding a route. Depends on the play, depends on the route concept. But man, when we're talking just about basic, simple, fundamental routes, like we're not going to round slant routes. We're not going to round hitch routes or hook routes, things of that nature. So, it just looks like offensively, I just don't know exactly what we're doing. I mean,
yeah.
There's no, you can look at some teams and you can tell, okay, you can just identify some of their sets, some of their motions and things like that. I mean, I just really haven't seen, and maybe that's by design, with us playing these teams. I mean, to be honest, I know when I played on the Makovic, when we played against lesser teams, I mean, we didn't show our hand all the time either. I mean, we did just enough with the game plan to win the game, saving things. And Coach Makovic was a master at, saving things for down the road. And when we played those big time opponents, but one play that we were going to run counter. Now we were going to give you 25 different looks off a counter, but we were going to run counter.
Yeah.
like we were a counter football team. We were going to run trap. I mean, we were going to throw a deep post route. We were going to run goal routes, things like that. So some of those things were just non-negotiable. We knew and opponents knew what we were going to do.
Yeah,
Mike, I had a conversation with one of Stevie's friends at the game. Actually, two of them, and it before with age we learn to listen more than speak, and this hit. In reality, I finally understood, and I accepted this as a potential reality. Could they improve? Yes. Could this offense get rolling, as you mentioned, with one play could really change the season especially for Arch and these receivers. But what they said was, man, this team, once they hit the SEC schedule, if they're like this, is this team closer to being 7-5 or 10-2 as of this moment with us talking?
Oh,
that's a tough one, man. And you hate to be critical, but you want to be fair. And we're all observing. We've all watched the games. I mean, just being honest and knowing who's on the schedule and how they've played. I'll go one above 7-5.
Ooh.
I go one above that. I mean, I can see 8-4. 7-5 would be a complete shot, total disappointment. I mean, to go from number one ranked in the nation to, you lose 5 games, I could probably see 4, but who's that 5th opponent? I mean, are we talking somebody like Vanderbilt who's playing at a high level? They just knocked off a potential playoff team in South Carolina. I mean, that fifth loss would be very telling.
Yep. Whew. But don't you think this defense, Stevie, they're going to factor into a win or two? They're going to win the game, win a game or two.
Yeah, they're going to have to if we keep looking like this on offense. But honestly, man, they probably already won a game for us at Ohio, right?
Yeah.
Like, you holding Ohio to 14 points, we supposed to win that game.
That's a great point, because that's a game that I thought would be low scoring. And I thought if we won that game, it would be because of our defense. I thought it would be like a 17-14, 17-10 type of game either way. And I felt like our defense would have scored a touchdown, or we had a block kick or something that would have led to us having victory. I thought the exact same thing.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I it's going to be telling when we go to Florida, and then what do we got after that?
OU.
OU
after that. So those are big tests. Also, it's a rivalry game, so the rivalry game is almost a toss-up. But they're playing. OU's playing very well right now, and we are
really
not.
good.
We are not. So,
And I think that game is already a physical game. I mean, we know the records. You could throw the records out when it comes to OU Texas. It's a physical, fast game already. But to see OU kind of manhandle Michigan, who's known for being a physical football team, I mean, that kind of gets your antennas going a little bit when you talk about the Red River rivalry this year. Because, man, OU was physical. They were tough. They were dominant. They didn't back down. Florida's going to be physical. And man, you talk about, the gauntlet of a schedule. I can't remember when Texas has ever had a 2-game gauntlet like we're getting ready to have now with Florida and OU. I don't think – I know I can't say that I played in a gauntlet like that. I mean, back-to-back national top-tier programs like that, one being a rivalry week, and Florida's they're going to be geeked. I mean, they've already kind of suffered, and they're going to be looking to get off the snide and to get back on schedule, man, and that's going to be a big game.
I'm just trying to think of historically. I think the last time this happened or will happen was 2008, when that was the last great year when he had all those 5 Big 12 teams in the top 10, top 12.
Right.
It was Oklahoma State, Missouri, all those guys. Mike, you're a good storyteller, man, and I tell you what, man, some of the things you told us off camera are worthy of this. Mike Adams, you can use filters. Is there any particular story you remember back in your days with the Horns as a receiver great, where was there any turning moment or maybe friction or any turning point in the locker room where things weren't going your way, then all of a sudden it was? That would be a good man cave story.
Man, I think my senior year, and it was just really kind of a weird year. We came to the season, we were ranked top 10, coming off of the 10-2-1 finish with the Sugar Bowl, and we should have finished Virginia Tech, but man, I like to call us the team that put Virginia Tech on the map. I mean, Beamer Ball was born. I mean, nobody had it. We never heard of Virginia Tech until they beat us in the Sugar Bowl, man, and the story kind of goes on from there. But we lost to Notre Dame on the last second kick. I know Florida and Tennessee played that weekend, and we would have been top 4, had we won that game. And, man, we went through a stretch, man, where we lost 3 or 4 games by, like, a total of 12 points, all coming down the stretch. So we just couldn't – we were losing close games. We were in those games. We knew we had a talented team, man, and we just kind of circled the wagons, like Chris Berman said, and kind of got together, man, and just went on a run from that point. We knew we couldn't afford to lose anymore. It was the first year of the Big 12, and I forgot who we got on track with. I believe it was Kansas, up in Kansas, cold, and, man, we just kind of got back to basics, man. Surprisingly, there wasn't a lot of infighting with the team because we knew we were talented.
Yeah.
Had several draft picks on the team, and, Heisman Trophy win on the team that, eventually would win the Heisman, and, man, we just knew we had to get on track, and we had a lot of confidence, man. And definitely when we played a team like Nebraska, we were itching to play. We had to beat a big-time team on the schedule, and we wanted Nebraska to win their division. We won ours, and we were like, you know what, man, it's all or nothing right here. But, man, the team didn't splinter. I mean, we knew what was still in front of us. Yeah, the national championship was out of the picture, but we knew we could play the role of spoiler and win the Big 12. And I kind of see this team being at a similar crossroads, even though they only have 1 loss. But, man, those teams are coming up to where, you got Florida, you got Oklahoma, and you got A&M waiting at the very end of the year. Man, you got a lot of games left on that. You got an up and coming Vanderbilt team.
Ooh, they're good.
You got a dangerous Mississippi State team right now. You know, Levy has those boys rolling down there. You know, the air raid is looking like the air raid again. I mean,
Yeah.
they can't take anything for granted right now, man. These guys better circle the wagons quick, or it could get ugly.
Yeah.
Man. So, man, I love it, man. I love Mike Adams stories. Man, if we could do this every day, I would.
Oh, man, that'd be the life right there. That would be the life.
Man. And we got, brother, I don't know how he does it. He's in public school administration. He juggles a lot, but somehow he finds a way to do this every week. And that, man, we're more than grateful, brother.
Appreciate you, Mike.
Appreciate you guys, man. Love the insight, and I think the Horns got that bye week this week. Yeah, we kind of need it so we can get back on track.
You got Sam Houston, and then
Sam Houston this week, then the bye week,
then the bye week.
Then
Perfect timing. You can't overlook
I guess
Sam.
in joking, I would say Sam Houston's a bye week, but man, no team on the scales is a bye week right now.
No, don't look past him, man. Come on.
We can't even joke about that, dude. Can't even joke about it. Matter of fact, they might need to lower the point spread.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I've got a bad feeling. Yep, I agree with you about that. I'll take the under.
Yeah, man, for real. Yeah, because that Saturday was a surprise. I mean, I was, and just you hate hearing other people being critical and everybody's at the game, and everybody's very passionate, man. You got to respect people's feelings, but man, they were giving it to the players. They were giving it to them. Walking out the stadium, they were giving it to them, and I wouldn't say all the players. It was just really one player in particular. You kind of hate that. I mean, man, but I think Arch is gonna turn it around, man. I believe we got good coaches over there, and I want to believe that. And I think we do. I mean, they've kind of been through the fire a little bit, and Arch. I said it last week, man. He's young. These are growing pains. He's gonna have to go through it. Whether it's but it makes you respect Quinn Ewers even more, and Coach Sark's decision even more to not play Arch last, because he clearly knew that he must not have been ready to unseat Quinn as the guy.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
Man. Well, brother, next week, hopefully we can talk about some improvements. Everybody wants to see improvements. Everybody.
Right.
But hey, the bestseller, hey, it's must-watch TV when you see that Texas defense.
No doubt. They playing at a high level, man. A lot of young guys playing, and they're playing good, man. They're going to have to carry us. If there's every year the defense is going to carry us, it's this year probably.
Oh, my God. It's going to be fun. Brother, enjoy your week. I mean, more than likely, we'll probably be in a group text probably in the next 2 hours.
Definitely. Definitely.
Playmaker.
Appreciate you guys, man.
We appreciate you, brother. We'll see you soon.
Yes, sir. Keep up the good work, man. We'll chat here soon.
You too.
Yes, sir.
Keep making a difference in those young people's lives.
It still hook them regardless.
Hey, they're still up.
No question.
As long as those horns are up, right?
Always up. Hey, they're a little bent right now, crooked. But hey, they still up.
Man, what the Aggies did in South Bend was nothing short of impressive.
Reed, rush comes. Reed pumps, fires. It is caught. Nate Borkacher brings it in.
How does Notre Dame let that many Aggies get in their stadium?
Dude, the Aggies travel.
They travel. Yeah.
Hey, that was bizarre. South Bend, Indiana, maroon takeover. Hey, we got to give our roses to Mike Elko and the Aggies. They don't play a lot of defense, but Marcel Reed is developing.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Notre Dame, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought Notre Dame was going to be better than what they are.
0-2.
Was that?
0-2.
Yeah, 0-2 now. But hats off to A&M for going in there in a hostile environment in a huge historic stadium and actually coming out with the win. That was awesome.
I love seeing it. I didn't. It was. It's good college, good tackle football. I'll just say that. And give A&M your respect. We're going to see where they are because I think, in my opinion, they made a meteoric rise in our Power 12. But so LSU, speaking of the Power 12, who's firmly in it, Brian Kelly and LSU, they beat Florida. And Brian Kelly got really irritated. Now, this is after they won. The reporter's doing his job, asking him, why can't you guys run the football? Well, Kelly, man, there was a bee in his bonnet.
There's a ridiculous questions, and I'm getting tired of it. That football team just worked their tail off to get an SEC win, and you want to know what's wrong. You know what? You're spoiled. You're spoiled. This team is 17-1 at night. 17-1. Give them some respect. How about that? Give them some respect instead of micro-analyzing every little thing.
Felt like he wanted to get that off his chest for a long time. This team is not 17-1. He's 17-1. That's what he's mad that he's coming at Brian Kelly, not LSU football.
Yeah.
That's what he's upset with. The reporter was just asking a question. Now, I used to be on the side of the players and the coaches, but now I guess I'm on the media side right now. So what does that make me, man? I don't know.
You're a fan. You're a fan and media podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't see a problem with the question. I see a problem with the way he answered the question. That team is not 17-1 at night. He's 17-1 at night, because their team, the team that's on the field right now, is what, 1-1, or they're 2-0.
Yeah, the LSU's firmly up there. I mean,
3-0. Yeah, 3-0. So that's what their record is. He's bringing up old stuff. So he's upset that he's calling him out, Brian Kelly, instead of calling the team out. That's what he's upset with.
I'll tell you who's nobody's calling him out.
Yeah.
Stories inside the Man Cave VIP alumni, Ed Small. He won a pretty significant award after this.
Hoover rolling out, throws for the end zone, diving, waiting for a single, yes, touchdown TCU. Ed Small this game, but they have responded, played great, and they find the end zone again. Second time for Ed Small tonight.
I mean, it felt great. Just felt great to be out there. Didn't get too many opportunities last game at North Carolina, but I knew coming into this game I was going to get more. So just being in the right place at the right time is the biggest thing, and Hoover had two great balls to me. So,
hey, that's pretty cool. Big 12 Freshman of the Week.
Big 12 Freshman of the Week. Yeah, and he looks really good, man. I'm so proud of that kid.
I am too. So happy for his family.
I was going to shoot his dad a text, man. He's looking really good.
Looks really good. Well, I tell you what, they're getting close too. TCU's on the fringes of making our Power 12 and 4 on the outside. Let's see who moved up, who moved down, or moved out. All right, I still think Notre Dame, they lost by a point at home. I still think they're on the outside. They lose another one, or they get a close game to whoever. I think they're out of the outside. But I put Vanderbilt at 12 and A&M above Texas, OU right below Texas.
Okay. And I saw that you put the Gamecocks on the outside.
Only the old Cocks.
The old Cox. I think they're on the outside of the outside now.
Vanderbilt went to Cocktown
and beat them. Yeah.
Whipped them.
Yeah. Whipped. I'm afraid of Vanderbilt coming to Texas now.
And I am too. Speaking of what we talked about, speaking of Cocktown, we went 3-3 last week.
Yeah. That Tennessee-Georgia game was really good.
That was a great game.
Yeah.
Great game. Even Arkansas, Ole Miss was good.
I'm proud of Blake Gideon over at Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas State did not show up.
Yeah. Last time I checked, they only had 3 points on the board or something like that. No?
Yeah, they had some late scores. But, what about this week? We have a plethora of games, brother. I mean, we got so many upset potential games in week 4.
What do we have?
Tulane, okay. Let's go to it. Tulane at Ole Miss. I'll take Tulane.
Golly. Ole Miss.
Yeah. All right. Michigan's ranked at Nebraska, Lincoln. It's a red sea. I'm taking
Nebraska. I got Michigan.
Okay. In Illinois at Indiana, that's going to be tough. I think SMU, I don't know what you call this an upset, but I think it would be an upset in Fort Worth. The battle of the frying pan or skillet.
I got TCU and Ed Small.
Okay. I hope that happens, but I got a feeling SMU is going to rebound here. I think the Gators hand Miami a loss.
Ooh, I want to see that. Yes, I want to see that, but I don't think it'll happen. But I'm going to go with the Gators. I want to see it. I want to see them bounce back so we can beat them.
Hey, Cal Poly is making the trip all the way to the East Texas Pines to play Stephen F. Austin. The Lumberjacks got their first win. We're talking lower Division I, by the way. Check out my Twitter handle and check out all the new sports athletic facilities which are going to be built through the UT system over the next 5 to 10 years. Brand new football stadium, brand new baseball and softball stadiums, brand new tennis, brand new track, brand new soccer, all right there. But I think Stephen F., they got to win, lower division team. Then they're going to upset Cal Poly.
I'm with you. Let's go.
Axe 'em Jacks, baby. Hey, speaking of, we talk about rivalries. Have you heard of the backyard brawl?
Yeah.
So it's West Virginia and Pitt, right on the border, and it's a border right. I mean, they hate each other. So we know Neil Diamond's song "Sweet Caroline." Well, these West Virginia fans, they created their own new lyrics for those Pitt fans.
That's perfect.
Eat shit Pitt.
There you go.
Let's go. Hey, on that note, let's take a quick break and hear from our guys at Hargrove Roofing. And we're going to have a quick wrap up on the other side.
Here at Hargrove Roofing, we try to think outside the box to kind of get the creative juices flowing. So I brought in my friend Stevie Lee, former defensive tackle for the Texas Longhorns. He's going to help the team strategize, really motivate them, light a fire.
This guy's going to block down. This guy's going to block down. You put your butt into the guard, and that way my Mike linebacker gets free to do what?
Not only are they going to learn a thing or two, but they're going to also leave with a great attitude and a bunch of smiles on their faces.
I'm sorry, what does this have to do with roofing exactly?
Get out.
Right now.
I said get out.
For me, that's what it's all about. It's just having fun, making our employees have a great time. Hargrove Roofing. Know who's on your roof.
The Saxton name resonates in Austin. Jim's late father, James Saxton, is a Longhorn legend, a Heisman finalist while playing for Darrell K. Royal. And Jimmy is a UT football legacy from Westlake. He has been insuring Austin for decades. He and his staff will give you old school hospitality when servicing your insurance needs.
Hey, and this son of a gun, man, this field goal kicker, I tell you what. Hey, 51-yard field goal. Yeah. 44-yard field goal. Yeah. 64-yard field goal. Yeah. Wait, in overtime, with the walk-off, 46 yards. Yeah. Oh. Here we go.
Cowboys, 1-1.
That was fun.
Brandon Aubrey, he's got a great leg.
Yep. Yeah. That was fun to watch. I do like Russell Wilson too, but that was fun to watch for Dallas to march down the field and kick that field goal in. They deserved it.
I don't know what to think. I think Cowboys, I don't know. I like this new energy with Shotty as head coach.
Yeah.
It's different. Just something different. But logic tells me to stay emotionally detached.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's just the second game.
And I think, I don't know. It'll be interesting also to see the Houston Texans, what they do. I want to go ahead and say the Cowboys 9, maybe 10 wins in the regular season. Maybe. Somewhere 8 to 10. 8 to 10. That's all I got to say on that. Yeah. On that.
Hey, man, tell me something good.
Stevie Lee, you know how we do it. And if you're watching for the first time or listening, we love positivity, like being real, logical, and then spreading love and some positivity to those around the world. This great planet of ours, because everyone needs a little positivity. Tell me something good, my brother.
Something good, man. If you're going to the game this weekend and, the offense is not doing well, you know what? I think one of the best places to watch a college football game at night is at DKR Stadium, and it's a night game this week. All right? It's a night game. They most likely will have the drones out. I need to find out if they will.
Pretty sure they will.
Yeah, and the fireworks and all that stuff. Night games have been a lot of fun with the new light show that they have in the stadium. I'm taking my daughter with me. She loves it at night. She don't like to go in the daytime because it's too hot. But I told her it was a 7:00 kickoff. And she was like, "Yes, I'm there. Can I bring a friend?" So, that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that, man. Night games in DKR Stadium. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's something good for me, man.
Yep, I think that's beautiful, man. And I agree with you, man. It's a very beautiful, fun place and very passionate fans. But I'll tell you something good. I said it last week, but this is college football. It's a different chapter every week. I'm not trying to be cliche. Every game matters, and it's fun because now you see people, and I've noticed people who traditionally don't really care about sports, but they gravitate to college football. They really do. And people are watching games across the country who normally wouldn't, because now they just need a little nudge from people like you and I.
Yeah.
That's something good, and it brings people together. Hey, shout out to the Playmaker83, Mike Adams, for his time and stepping away. And each week during the pass rush, Stevie Lee giving his analysis, valued analysis. And he's a good guy, fine American, and a former great Longhorn for life. And he's doing great things in Pflugerville ISD as an assistant principal. Shout out to Mike Adams and his family, and to the Hargrove family in Shreveport, Louisiana, for their massive support. We love you guys and that entire staff, and to the beautiful city of Shreveport, Louisiana. I won and lost a lot of money in that town in Bossier City. And to Stevie Lee, yes, he's from there. And to my college alma mater town, Nacogdoches, Texas, man, Axum Jacks, and to the beautiful Piney Woods, and to my beautiful, pristine hometown, Austin, Texas, and to all of you beautiful people who watch us for every episode. All the stories inside the Man Cave episodes. Share our content, like, follow, tell your family and friends. recommend us. Just know you're appreciated. Really do. Helping us keep going, and drop some comments every now and then. We love interacting with you people, because with you, there's no way we keep this going. And to the OG Man Cave boys and to Stevie Lee's family, the OG Man Cave boys being Hardball Harge, Big Mike, and the Coach Mo, what do we tell them, Stevie Lee?
We out.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up.
I said get out.